All right, so here's the women's flyweight contender, Tracy Cortez, a lifetime in the game to be sure. Hasn't necessarily been as active in the UFC as she would like. And I think the jury's still out as to just how far Tracy Cortez can take this sport.
It seems like she has the ability, right? She has a great team behind her. She has good wrestling. She has really good striking. She's got a great confidence about her. But she needs to operate a little better when things start to go a little sideways. Cortez has the ability. Tonight she's got to put it all together, though, if she's going to truly reach her full potential inside the octagon.
While Valentina Shevchenko put together such an amazing legacy in the UFC women's flyweight division, I never thought I'd see another champion close that gap, and yet here we are with this dominant champion defending her title yet again tonight.
Just greatness. That is what she is. She is greatness in the truest sense, because she goes out there every time to build on her legacy. She is not out here just fighting. She is fighting with the intent to be considered one of the greatest of all time. She is the champion of the world, and she plans to stay that way.
And when you're this good, people start talking about belts in second divisions. She wants to stay at flyweight. She wants to chase further greatness and another golden opportunity in front of the champion tonight. Well, so much UFC history has played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. All right, let's get to the tail of the tape for this flyweight championship fight. All right, now for your main event introductions, the one, the only, Bruce Buck.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Flyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Tracy Cortez. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the World, Manon the Beast Fiorot.
One of the best in the business, Mark Goddard, is our referee.
Good. Let's go.
All right, here we go. The UFC Women's Flyweight title is on the line. Oh, that's a strong slip there, and then the rip. Early connection with the left from the champ. Nice counter left hook. All right, here we go, early round one. It sort of seems as though both women are waiting for the other to make a mistake.
Well, they're trying to find an entry. You know, when you're at the highest level of the sport, one mistake could ultimately cost you everything you've worked your whole life for.
Oh, man, that's hard to watch as she lands the lead hook yet again.
I mean, she is doing such an amazing job of getting that punch to the target. She said that her opponent had a weakness and she would exploit it. To this point, she's been doing exactly that.
And I didn't call it out at the time, but there was a pretty significant uppercut that landed a moment ago. All right, so watch for her to set up that hook here again. We were in our fighter meeting on Thursday. She said the fans are starting to call her Madam Lineker. She sees it as a compliment.
She sees it as an absolute compliment because she is in love with that specific punch as much as John is. She doesn't even know John. But she says, if I can take something from John Lineker, is that I want to sleep someone with a big hook shot from either stance, conventional or southpaw.
Fiorot's eye not in good shape here. Looks like she has been cut open.
Yeah, she's got to move her head. She has not moved her head effectively, and now she's dealing with the cut.
Seconds now to go in round one. Oh, tremendous footwork on display by her there.
Yeah, beautiful countering, beautiful slipping, beautiful movement. It all starts with the feet, though. Before her head can move off that center line, she's got to be active with her feet, and that's exactly what she did. No idea how these two women are standing. They are both landing massive shots.
That strike blocked by Cortez. Under 30 seconds. Ten seconds now in round one. Round two next. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, so the fight will continue, and as they attend to the fighter, we will get you some replays of all the damage she sustained in that previous round.
Well, her opponent looked like the best fighter in the world. That is partly due to her not being good on the defensive side. It seems as though she came in here with an idea that she would be able to tough it out. Now she's dealing with this horrible cut.
Ready? Ready? Let's go to work.
Round two here to decide the UFC Women's Flyweight Championship. All right, so as this round gets underway, let's see if the high-level action continues. Both women had their moments in that previous round. Now we'll see if there's more aggression, and we'll see if one fighter can really take control. Oh, now we're seeing a lot of work to the body. A couple of those shots got through, and those will add up quickly, right? Even if you have the strongest core in the game, you don't want to take too many of those shots in and around your organs.
It's just fighting. Maybe she can regain that momentum and get back going in the direction that she wants to.
Oh, beautiful slip by her there. She seems to have this acute awareness of not where the strike is being thrown necessarily, but where it's going to end up.
Where it's going to end up, she knows where she does not need to be. So when her opponent moves right at the chin, she moves very slightly to avoid those strikes. When she stands still, she will eat a ton of damage, take a ton of damage, but she is never where her opponent intends for her to be.
Well, I'm not sure her hands, her striking has ever looked better. She continues to land with volume, with pace, with power.
Yeah, with pace and pressure. It's an overwhelming feeling being in there with her when she's fighting at this level. When everything's working, she is as good as anyone in the UFC. Tonight, she is at her peak level.
Man, that was a nasty uppercut there. And there's the feint by Cortez. 90 seconds to go in round two. Just missed with the left there. Cortez has got a nasty...
Check with the neck. Fear setting that up the whole time.
Wow, somehow, some way, she returns fire. Well, striking disadvantage no more. Her opponent has recovered for now, but what a striking display she has put on for these fans tonight.
John, we thought she would be better tonight. We did not expect that she would look like a world-class fighter on the feet. That's exactly what she's shown.
Well, get the bonus checks ready. What a round it was. Multiple knockdowns on one side. And you got to think she's a little bit frustrated that she wasn't able to get the knockout, but every round begins on the field.
John, if she's getting frustrated, she will find herself in trouble. You cannot try and determine when a fight will be finished. You got to let it happen. Even if you get all those knockdowns, don't force it. Allow yourself to go back and do the same thing that gives you any reason to find frustration in not getting the finishes, but find the kill shot this time.
Good. Good. Go on, let's go.
Round 3 of a possible 5.
Great job blocking that shot.
Favorite rap group, Onyx, would always say stick and move, and she is moving beautifully off that center line tonight.
John, that's exactly what she's doing. She's moving in, out, side to side. She's doing everything right defensively that then will lead to counter opportunity.
Well committed to the body work. You see the results. Look at the redness on the right side of her body. She's been good tonight, but she missed without it. Oh my gosh! It's over! It's over! Oh, and there it is, and new! Undisputed UFC flyweight champion!
That is unbelievable to watch. All the hard work put together, and she became the world champion. Hats off to the new queen.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 22 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Tracy Cortez!
Oh, there's nothing like it when we crown a new champion tonight. That's what we do in the UFC women's flyweight division, and here we go. Her era is now underway.
I mean, her era is underway.